What's going on, guys? My name is Kelly, and in today's video we're going to be testing out the autofocus on the Canon R5, the Canon R, and the Canon RP. So let's get started with the first test. Alright, so for the first few tests we're going to be testing the subject tracking on each camera. This is going to be the subject. Tyler, my boy over there, Dr. Tyler, is going to be the subject. And yeah, so here we go. Alright, so from what I can see, it seems like all of the cameras are doing pretty bad. I don't know why, because I tested the R5 the other day with the Samyang 85mm 1.4, and I did all of those tests at 1.4, and it did perfectly. Like, first try had no problem, and all the tests that I just did now with all three cameras has been doing horribly. It just can't follow it, can't track it. It's doing absolute garbage. Alright, so for these next tests, I'm gonna have the camera a little bit higher up so that it can get my face in the frame, so maybe that's going to help it out track better. But that just sucks that it's not tracking a black subject with like a light brown background in it. I feel like it shouldn't be extremely hard to track in this situation, but whatever, Canon. I thought you had the best autofocus, but you got boo-boo autofocus right now. What is going on? Anyways, here goes the next test. Alright, so it seems like when you're tracking a face, all of them do a little bit better. The clear winner was the Canon R5. The other two did just okay, but now we're gonna go test out how is the autofocus for photos. Alright, so this is the Canon R at 200 millimeters. So here we go. Look at how fast this autofocus is. So it's like tree, rock, tree, stick, oh, stick, tree, stick, tree, rock, tree, stick, tree, stick. It's having trouble finding the stick because it's so bokeh-fied. But it's doing pretty good. Like, you know, I don't know when you're out in the field and you're like, man, I need to get a picture of that stick. Doing pretty good. Rock, it's you know, very fast in my opinion. Neat.
Approved.
Now we're on the RP at 200 millimeters. So let's see how well is the, oh, that was gross. How well is the autofocus? So tree, rock, tree, stick, tree, stick. Oh, come on, stick, tree, stick. This stick is a trickster. Cameras don't like him. Tree, rock, tree, stick, stick, you can stick it, yeah, tree, rock, tree. So it's having trouble with thin things because it's so bokeh-fied, but it's not doing horrible until that. Oh, it did horrible. Cool, that's the RP. Okay, so now we're on the R5 at 200 millimeters. So here we go, ready, and tree, rock, tree, stick, come on, you can do it, stick, tree, stick, tree, rock, stick. I think the stick is the hardest.
It's, I mean, the stick is just like, I can't see it with my eyes.
Yeah, it's just because the stick is literally not even there when it's bokeh-fied. So that's the problem. If you were to go at the base of the stick, it has no problem. I think they're all about the same speed. The R5 does seem like it's like instantaneous, whereas the others are like, but this one's just like, got him. Okay, cool. All right, so this was just a quick short test to test all of these three cameras in one video. So there wasn't a huge amount of tests, but I did do enough where you can kind of get an idea of how different the autofocus is with all of them. I will say, if you're gonna be filming like interviews or doing vlogging like this, I don't think any of these cameras will have any problem autofocusing on faces or, you know, pulsing or anything like that. I think they all do fantastic for that. But the overall autofocus winner is, you know, the R5. It's the most expensive, it's the newest, and I think it is the best. And I think the second place winner is the Canon R, and then the third place is going to be the RP, but they're not super far apart. They're pretty similar. I'd say for the subject tracking, they didn't do fantastic. The R5 did pretty good, but the other two were just like, okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.